Hey, Gary here with you on day 84 of AI blogging. We are going to jump straight in and we're going to take a look at MOZ and their free domain authority checker for universeunriddled.com. As you can see, our domain authority is a 1. Of course, we purchased this domain way back on day 1 and we started from scratch. We didn't mess around with trying to find an age domain and all the hurdles and issues that come with that. We wanted to see what we could do creating content using ChatGPT, using the AI, doing our own research, and seeing what we could accomplish in 100 days, starting from 0. We have a domain authority of 1. You can see we are currently ranking for 60 keywords, and this free MOZ tool, this free domain authority checker, is giving us tons of information that we'll be able to use moving forward. You can see here we have top ranking keywords, we have top feature snippets. Of course, we don't own any of those, but it gives us an idea of what we might be shooting for based upon our competition. For example, fun facts about Make. If we were to pop over to Google and do a Google search for that, you can see the featured snippet here. It is from a site called Mental Floss that has a section about space. They own that. The next search results you can see are going to be nasa.gov and theplanets.org, the 9 planets, easy science facts for kids. So those are some sites that we should look at as far as competition and keywords. And of course, these MOZ tools are going to help us do that. And you can see here, based upon what we just looked at, you can also see here that MOZ is telling us these are our top search competitors: space.com, solarsystem.nasa.gov, and then some other sites here. And you can also see the domain authorities of each one of those sites that we're going after. But also we have ChatGPT to play around with and see what these tools can do. Now, I went ahead and I asked ChatGPT, why is DA domain authority? That's the score that MOZ has created. They literally made that up. It is about how your competitors, or about how your site versus your competitors, how they build a domain authority, also a page authority for each page. They give it a score, and that gives you an idea of how or what your chance is to compete against the competition for certain keywords. Again, it's something that MOZ made up. We've never used it, but we went ahead and took a look at it here. And you can see here, domain authority is a search engine ranking score developed by MOZ that predicts how well a website will rank on search engine results pages. It is a measure of the overall strength of a website over time based on its backlink profile. If you go back to the MOZ tool, the free domain authority checker, we have a linking root domains, or the number of linking root domains that we have currently, or backlinks, is 0. Of course, we started at 0. We have a DA, or domain authority score, of 1 because we started from scratch, and here we are on day 84, still getting it done, creating content, using our chat buddy here, our AI assistant, and it is also bringing back information here about how we can use the Brainwork tool. And then you can see here, I asked the Brainwork tool to perform an SEO analysis on our website and see how it's currently performing. I put in the keyword astronomy basics, and it went ahead and it looked at our page and it gave us some information. This is kind of the same basic information that we saw before, but every time we run this, I seem to be getting a little more information, and I'm learning more about what the Brainwork tool can do and what the SEO capabilities of the plugins are. For example, the Brainwork tool, I went ahead and tried to ask it to use the MOZ DA and look up the competition. ChatGPT apologized and it didn't even try to use the Brainwork plugin. So I went ahead and I asked it to use the Brainwork plugin, and you can see again, it didn't call the Brainwork plugin. So what I did at that point is I'm trying to figure out why it wouldn't call the Brainwork plugin. But you can see here that I ask it, can the Brainwork plugin do competition analysis of how we compare to our top competitors? And you can see here that the Brainwork plugin does not have a direct feature to perform a competitive analysis. The plugin provides the following features: keyword data related keywords, SEO analyzer, and then it talks about how it can't do this directly, but it can do it. But then it also mentions, and this is what I like about having these conversations with our AI buddy or our chat buddy, our AI assistant, is that it gives us references that we need. For example, MOZ, SEMrush, and Ahrefs. Of course, now we're looking at MOZ. So we went ahead and looked at one of our competitors, which was space.com, which space.com is actually owned by like a big media company. I believe the same one that owns Tom's Guide. And they throw tons and tons of articles at this, and they have hired staff and do articles, again, based upon every keyword you can imagine. For example, you can see here they have a domain authority of 90. They rank for almost 280,000 280,000 keywords. One of the keywords they rank for is actually Valentine's Day. And it'd be interesting to see how the competitors turn Valentine's Day into content. Of course, we've looked at some interesting keywords where we looked at things like how the stars and how constellations and how planets and all of these throughout history have impacted culture and things like that. And of course, Valentine's Day is based upon one of the gods or a demigod or whatever around Cupid, where he shoots arrows at people. There's a whole thing around the fact of Valentine's Day, maybe how Valentine's Day and astronomy and astronomical signs and planets work together. So that's very interesting. It's all good information. And we got that for free after doing this competitive analysis using the tool MOZ. And of course, like I said, over on ChatGPT, just because it couldn't do it for us, it still sent us to the point or to the place that we need to get to as we head out to day 100 and we keep creating content and we start doing things like this, where we can compete or check on the competition to see how we can compete for these keywords for the domain that we built and increase our domain authority. And of course, work on backlinks and all the other stuff that's going to happen well after day 100. And one last thing about the MOZ community, you can actually join that for free. Just go to moz.com and you can get access to these keyword tools. They also have 2 free MOZ Academy courses that will help you level up and improve your SEO skills. And part of that is exactly what we've been working on here as we are in day 84, heading out to day 100, is for me and for you to watch this and participate in this case study. And by the way, let me know in the comments if you are creating a blog, where you are, what day you're in, how much content you've created, and how you feel about the process. And of course, understand and know that if you go to the MOZ community, you can learn more and level up your SEO skills, which is what this is going to require for it to be a success way past day 100. And with that, if you're having fun, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's update.